You get your fish for breakfast. You get your fish for lunch today. And Fish at 6. I'm Mike Fisher, your trusty and trust reporter. Thank you for hanging out on Substack. There you go. And at cowboyscountry.com. fishsportscowboys.substack.com. I don't know. Does this look backwards? I don't care. You get the idea. And you get the idea of what we do here every morning, every night, and oftentimes every noon. As the Cowboys are busy getting ready for the Panthers, we give a shout out, as always, to our friends at Honda Cars of McKinney and BMW of McKinney. You may have seen me on social media playing around with BMW. Interesting, right, Sugar? Very interesting. Fish at 6. And here comes the NFL trade deadline. It's November 4th. Cowboys, NFL a couple years ago backed it up. That's smart. A little more elbow room, a little more drama, a little more fun, more opportunity. Cowboys coming off a 37-22 convincing victory over the Jets. Now they're 2-1. Does that make you a contender, at which point you should shoot your shot and spend the cap room and use the picks? Maybe not yet. Beat the Panthers. Now you're 3-2-1. Scan around the rest of the NFC and realize, all right, you wish you were in the AFC right now. Where is there anybody good in the AFC? Bills and who? In the NFC, it's a little bit different. And obviously, you're still looking up and trying to climb toward the Eagles and other powerhouse teams in the NFC. At what point does your record merit the idea of saying, let's go for it? Jerry Jones is already telling us via 105.3 The Fan, we are thinking that way. We are looking that way. Now, an asterisk that you get from me after 36 years of working with Jerry Jones. Just between us girls. Yes, that country fried, Little Rock, door-to-door salesman jibber jabber, that can get in the way of your trust in his words. But he is suggesting that the Cowboys are preparing to be a buyer as we get to the trade deadline. Again, Panthers first, and that's where we urge you to check out, as you'll see in the graphic, ProfitX, America's #1 sports prediction market, a peer-to-peer sports prediction market where users like you play against each other instead of a sports book or the house. Looks and feels just like a sports book with way better odds, and you get to play around with the numbers. See the link below and use the promo code FISH and claim up to $200 in profit cash on all plays for the first 30 days on the site. Terms and conditions apply. That amuses you, doesn't it? When I speak that fast, that's because I'm a Yankee. Want to see me do it again? Use promo code FISH and claim up to $200 in profit cash on all plays for the first 30 days playing on that. Terms and conditions apply. I'm a professional broadcaster. Also a reminder, as long as we're checking the boxes, Sunday. It's the Fish Fest Cowboys watch party at the Maverick Bar, 1616 Hebron, 16 minutes anywhere, from anywhere in the Metroplex. Come see us. We'll probably collect there at 11:30. Yes, we will do some sort of a live broadcast at that time because you know what? There's people, Cowboy fans and fish heads in Cowboy Nation. Not all 76,000 of you were coming, but dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens are. And I bet you want to put faces with names. I might just put the camera up and I'm Brian Cusack from Canada. Hey, I'm in the house. That's how Brian Cusack probably talks. And on. Steve, Texas, on and on and on. That, maybe we'll just do that. Maybe it won't even be a pregame show. It'll just be a, look, here's me. So Sunday, 11:30ish, noon game, Cowboys at Panthers. Come join us. Valuable prizes. What? Can and will be yours. We're working on that as well. So get on in here on Sunday. You don't have to believe Jerry. You don't have to take him at his word if you don't want to. Country fried, Little Rock, door-to-door salesman, jibber jabber. But he's on the Fan this week, insisting that the team is active in evaluating opportunities. So first he says, Mr. Shan, Mr. Ralph, I think we're, Mr. B. Belt, I think we're continually looking and yes, we'll look to improve our team, just between us girls now. And I'm smiling when I say that, if the opportunity to. So if there's an opportunity, okay, that's pretty general and generic. Jerry, give me a little more. I think the old sign is out. Open for business. Really? Now we're getting somewhere, maybe. NFL trade deadline November 4. You got less than a month to evaluate not only what's out there, but also what's in here. Is this team good enough to bother? Good enough to spend draft picks? Good enough to spend cap room? We can and should give the Cowboys some credit. This isn't blow it up like last year. They've demonstrated a more aggressive front office strategy this year. That's inarguable. Certainly more than they did a year ago, though in comparison to blow it up, moving 2 deck chairs this year would have signified big moves compared to last year. But now, George Pickens trade, Javonte Williams signing, both contractually affordable, but both impactful, obviously. Trade for Joe Milton, sign Clowney. And then the deal with Osa, Jake, Bland, Tyler Smith. Front office, obviously more aggressive this year. Now, they look at a playoff push, and maybe they refocus to reinforcing or building from scratch certain areas of the roster. By the way, your comments, you didn't get on Be Good, I'll read them all. As you know, we do live, we do live, we do from inside the star, we're doing TikTok over here, and I'm swallowing Tic Tacs over there, and we're all over the place, including, of course, at cowboyscountry.com and at fishsportscowboys.substack.com. And I appreciate many of you that are playing along with us. Defensive front, linebacker, secondary, wherever. Jerry stopped short of confirming any imminent moves. We're not there yet. But his comment does suggest that the front office is open, and he specifically says open for business. He also, by the way, notes the buyer-seller concept that we've talked about here, and I'm glad he does this. This does, to me, indicate that it is in his head. He says, as we go on in the season, teams will position themselves where they basically feel like less than a contender because of their losses or their circumstance. That's when you'll see good players get available because teams are redoing things. There is opportunity there. You in Cowboy Nation get to harbor skepticism here about an aggressive approach. It's been 15 years since they've truly taken an overall aggressive approach. And so there's more than a decade of history regarding cap conservatism that means that your skepticism is well earned. 2-2, trying to carry momentum into week 6, beat the Panthers, and then the trade deadline is 1 week closer. And we'll find out if open for business is just another bumper sticker slogan around here, or whether Dallas can take this momentum, take the record, and take the opportunity to transform all of this into some sort of postseason potential. Fish out.